Right, they seem to have changed this place. That's interesting. This all seems a lot better now, yeah. A lot safer for us trucks. Because earlier we had to like turn in really early there or fight with the vehicles to get into this lane. So this seems a bit better, and there you can see something is taking shape. This area is supposed to be done in I think, what was it, Easter or Höst is that called? Not the spring, the East, not Easter, that's Påsken, man, English. Anyways, it will be done in 2018, in late 2018, so 1.5 years left, I think, for this stuff to get done. And this is a Scania G490, 4.5 meters high and almost 24 meters long. Here you can see the interior, really spacious and nice. I don't know if I'm gonna overtake him or not. I don't think so. We're gonna turn off soon anyway, and I don't want to disturb this huge traffic I saw coming up, so I'll just stick behind him here. We're currently hauling about 15 tons of groceries, and I'm going to open up this hatch now so you can hear how that sounds like. Oh, there's a lot of wind noise now. That's not so nice. Oh crap. I guess it's only nice when you're driving slowly. This is a freaking awesome truck. I feel honored to drive this beautiful truck. And the clearance here, wow, that's nothing. It's like a few centimeters. So we're heading to Älvsjö, and I got this TomTom Go 6200 GPS, doing 2 giveaways of this thing. Right now it's 19th of July 2017. So by the time you're watching this giveaway might be done, but if it's not, then make sure you follow me on Facebook for it, for the announcement, giveaway video or whatever. No, I don't want it to coast in neutral. Also, that's how you do it. I've been asking you guys how to stop it from coasting into neutral, but apparently you just gotta oh, it wasn't in eco mode as well. I had to put it in eco mode. Apparently you have to push the into manual mode here for it to not go into neutral, because I know for a fact that if you want to eco drive and you know that you're gonna roll up really fast if you're in neutral, then it's just unnecessary. So you just put it in gear and you'll roll up more efficiently. So that's why I put it into gear now and rolling here up in 85 now. So I'm gonna tap the brake, and these Scanias, they have this system that when you tap the brake it doesn't exceed the speed that when you tap the brake, so that's great. I don't want to exceed like 85 when driving with trailer, because the police does not like that really. You could get tickets for that. So now I put it into automatic mode here again, and it turned into neutral, coasting the last bit here so it can push some power up the hill, or like get in with some speed, you know. So usually eco driving in motorway environment where there's hills up and down, you'd want to release the gas and just let it coast down in gear, preferably down the hill, and once you're down you can let it coast in neutral the last bit before the uphill where you turn into a gear again. So that's the most efficient way, I think. So now the TomTom GPS here, as you can see, it changes. and we got the same arrival time. So really this way is no problem. It's just a lot more traffic lights and roundabouts and stuff like that, but I've driven here now I don't know how many times, so I'm pretty used to these kind of traffic lights. Now it's green, okay, great. Otherwise, you know, I usually brake pretty early so that we can pass. I brake pretty early just in case it turns red, so I can brake efficiently and I don't have to stomp on the regular brakes. So maybe in this video I'll do like this little eco driving tips and tricks, I guess, because I like just having a subject to my videos, because I do so many vlogs, so it gets maybe a bit confusing. It's better with more like subject videos. So now we're pushing it up here a little bit, 11th gear, up the hill, and I know there's a red light or traffic light here after the hill, so once it reaches low RPM here, I'm releasing, it's red over there, and it goes into neutral, so I push the manual. Now it's green up ahead, but it's 50 over there anyways, so we're gonna keep 50 here, keep it in gear, no gas, and be ready. Oh, there we go. Push it back into automatic mode so it can shift down and engine brake. Now I have to start pushing the regular brakes here so I don't hit his wood there. Oy, oy. So there I could actually engine brake a lot earlier if I would have known, or like would have counted out that it would be a red light. But one thing that you guys might have gotten wrong from me is that these red lights are very important to follow and obey. Like if it's red, don't care about eco driving, just stomp on the brakes, man. You gotta stop for red, especially when you're such a long truck as this one. It's really important that you stop before it gets red, because you never know when there's an ambulance or cars. Maybe there's a sport car who just sees the green light and he just goes, you know. So you gotta be, because I know I've said in other videos, like I even drove against red in videos, so that's really bad of me. Don't take me as a good example. Just obey the red lights, it's very important. So you see, this way is a lot worse for trucks. So that's good about this TomTom. I even went this way yesterday, but still the TomTom suggested the other way. So it probably remembered that I went this way, but it still suggested the other way, because maybe it knows that that way is better for trucks. Oh, and there's a police car in the middle of the side of the road there. What's he doing? Looking out for somebody. Or that scooter maybe. Had these real lights on. Strange scooter. Now this traffic light is pretty fast, so I'm not gonna push the regular brakes here. I know it's gonna turn green here, and it's there we go. I told you guys. Oh, but they got a slow car here, so I'm not gonna push the brakes. Should have kept it in the engine braking. Sometimes I also tend to help the gearbox and shift by my own in the automatic mode. like semi-shift, semi-automatic shift, because like in downhills, for example, I can feel that the truck can go more environmental friendly by shifting a lot earlier and just using the weight to gain speed in a downhill. Because you see now in the uphill it's still keeping 10th gear. It's got so much torque, this thing, even though we have 15 tons of load. That's why I love these Scanias. I'm just pushing it because I want to gain speed here, so we can just coast like this. So coasting, and we're in 55 now. We went in 65 earlier, and now I can turn into gear. Push it into manual so it doesn't coast. Give it a little bit of engine brake or retarding. Help braking here, because I don't know if it's gonna turn red. And is it gonna turn red? No. Re-release and go. Now we pushed it up to 70 here so we can coast and drive efficiently. You know, it's good to gain speed fast so we don't keep pushing the gas all the time. But it's 50 up ahead anyways, so now it's coasting, and let's push into manual because it's gonna be too fast. But anyways, so we're gonna have to brake, slow down here. So now it's slowing down to 52, 50. Gas a little bit. I have it in manual mode still. Let's see if how the power is on this torque. 55. 11th gear, pushing it out of. Whoa, okay, that's not so good, Scania. Sometimes I think the Scania gearboxes, they're like, when you push the manual, it's like they don't like to echo shift or use their own like automatic echo shifting afterwards, after you release the manual mode. It's like it still thinks you don't want to shift, or yeah, something like that. That's pretty bad. So as you saw there, it like went from 11th gear to 8th gear, like really stupidly. But at least it's a really nice shifting lever, so you can really help it a lot easier than Volvo's, which is down here. Now we're rolling up in 60, even though it's 50 here, so that's not too good, but what can you do? There I could have pushed the gas a lot earlier, put it into manual mode and just keep the 10th gear. It probably have made it. And now I'm kind of just shifting up a little bit. Now we're gaining too much speed, so it's so hard. This road is really hard to keep the speed limit. There's so much up and down. And here we got the red light. Some reason, and we have a stop line here. I know it should turn green. There you go. So now it's a downhill, so I'm just kind of shifting up here to 11th gear, 700 RPMs, and just let it coast down, because I know there's a red light up ahead anyway. for traffic light. So I'm gonna start engine braking here so I don't get any bad stats, you know, in case it's a red light I can engine brake to it and it's red. So now I don't have to use the regular brakes. Usually here I just come in full speed and I notice it's red and I have to use the regular brakes. But now I didn't have to use them at all. It's because of my planning here. And if you didn't know, we're using the regular pad brakes, or what you call them, air controlled brakes, which pushes pads into the wheels so they brake. They release a material bad for the nature, and not only that, they wear out, so it's expensive to replace them all the time. So that's why it's so good to eco drive and use the health brakes. So now you know if you didn't. So some people have been asking about that in the comments. So now we only have 2.5 kilometers left and 5 minutes here. Then we're gonna do the reversing in a tight spot there. Coasting in neutral. As you saw, I gassed it up a little bit so it would turn into the neutral coasting gear. Sometimes it doesn't until you like gas it up a little bit. And we're going into 65, so try and keep 70. Still, it's a long way to the red light. And it's green now up ahead. It might turn red. If we don't catch up to the cars, it's probably gonna turn red. But yeah, so it's gonna turn red now, I'm pretty certain, but shit. And it turns red so fast on this thing, so I couldn't really go against. Yeah, it's no. That's really bad for me. This totally ruined all my stats here. Nice sub cabriolet. Real summer car. Now they put this 7.5 ton weight limit here on this road, so you can't drive here with heavy trucks if you drive through the bridge that's up ahead there. Over there is the place. Here's the Stockholm Fair and the Scania Hotel. No cars coming, so we take up the turn a little bit. for some reversing. Now last time I went too much out before I turned in, so now this time I'm not gonna do the same mistake here. That's still a bit too late. Yeah, it's too late, but I think it's good. We'll see. We'll see. And this time I think I'm gonna release the pressure totally on the boogie if possible, because man, this steering wheel is hard on the Scanias. It's a real workout and I'm not feeling too well here. So turn off the hill climb holder and raise the boogie up. Nope, sorry. Stud axle lift, AT lot and överbelastning, overload. I need to only relieve the pressure as much as I can then. So you can see the tons are switching there onto the driving axle, and I think that's good. Now we only got 2.6 tons on the boogie and almost 14 tons on the driving axle. Gonna back up pretty straight now and then turn in, I think now, pretty heavy, and we'll basically just see where we end up. I think it was too late. No, it's pretty good actually. Gotta be careful not to break anything now. That's maximum there. And now I gotta go forwards a little bit. Oh, what a workout. And I couldn't go like that, so I'm gonna have to do it like this somehow. And turn in more earlier here. Be careful so you don't turn out, you know, sweep out into the building.